Hello everyone on Instagram. Hello and welcome. Let's talk about what is stopping your success. You know what I'd love to do? I'd love to kind of put it out to you and ask you, what do you think is stopping your success? And when I say success, it's your next level. So whether you're just starting your business or you're building it, scaling it, whatever that is for you, what is stopping your success? And be honest with yourself. I really want you to ask yourself this question, like, what is stopping your success? So let's say you're here and you want to break through to that next level. What is stopping you? Because if you're not there, then something's stopping you. I know the answer and I'm going to share it with you, but I'd love to kind of put it to the floor first to see, do you know what is stopping you? Or do you know what you think is stopping you? Because I can definitely tell you, I was at an event on Saturday and a room full of 75 incredible women, okay? All entrepreneurs at all very different stages in their business. There were people literally just starting off in their business, and there were people building and scaling their business. And what was so fascinating was to hear the one thing that everybody could share with. So don't forget, these people at different stages in their business, they also offer very different things. There were product businesses, there was network marketers, there was online coaches, there were online service providers, there were people that had a like face-to-face business. Like it was an array of different businesses. But the one thing that was the same for every single one of them in that room, of when they were asked, what's stopping you, what's stopping you, what's stopping you? And it was their limiting beliefs. It was their beliefs that they thought and felt was so real. That how emotive they were and how they spoke about these beliefs with so much conviction and compassion for it, like basically backing this limiting belief. Well, it's this and it's this. Like these girls truly and utterly believed these things. And we are humans and we have brains, we have minds, and our unconscious mind's job is survival. It's to keep us alive. And we all of us, me included in this, have limiting beliefs. Like everybody has beliefs that pop up. The difference is, do you have the tools and techniques to be able to shift them? That's the difference. Because every single person on this planet that's in business has a limiting belief. Absolutely does. And like, for example, even like my biz besties and my entrepreneurial friends, like we all have limiting beliefs that come up. Of course we do, we're human, but we've still been able to activate and achieve this level of success in business. Why? Because we have the tools and techniques to be able to shift through these limiting beliefs. So we don't stay stuck with the same thoughts ruminating over and over and over and over and over again. So let me give you some examples. So from some of the girls, they would say, I can't start this. Like I just don't think I can do this. I can't start this. I can't build this. I can't scale this. Then it would be, let's say they had a high cash month or they had huge success in whatever month it was. Then it's the limiting belief, I can't do this again. Like that was a fluke. It was because it was June. It was because it was January. It was because I done ads. It's because I didn't do ads. It's because my audience was really hot. It was because giving some BS that comes with it. There's no way I'd be able to hold this level of money, this level of success. I can't continue to do this. I can't sustain this. No, there's no way. Then there'll be things like, there's no way I could charge X. Who am I to be doing fill in the blank? Then there'll be things like, if I do Y, then X will judge me. That could be family members, it could be other entrepreneurs, it could be Rosie down the street, it could be your partner, it could be family, friends. You fill in the blank. So can you see, with me giving you just some of those examples of, it doesn't matter what stage of business you're at, because everyone had limiting beliefs. Everybody was saying something about how they felt, of why they can't do this, why they can't sustain this, why they can't achieve this. I can get to this level, but I don't know if I can get to that level, right? And when we kind of break these down because obviously when you go to an event, you're just like, your brain is like full of so much amazingness, and you come away, and I was on the train home, and I was really kind of dissecting the day and the responses from the girls and what was kind of coming up. And it comes under the same key areas of worthiness, like not feeling worthy enough of success, not feeling worthy enough that they can do this, not feeling enough in general, that they know enough, they are enough, they are the person to show up consistently on social media, they are the person to charge this much, they are the person to be the most successful person in their business, they are the person that can earn more and be the breadwinner in their family. They are this person to be able to sustain a successful business. They are this person that can hold personal power and be able to change, transform lives. They don't feel that confidence in themselves. That unshakable confidence. Not the confidence where, yeah, I feel really good today, great, I'm going to achieve it and smash the day, and then the next day you feel down. Like, it's about having that unshakable, unwavering confidence in yourself. And this is why I talk about this so much in regards to circumstantial confidence. So we're confident when things are going really well in business. We're confident when people are interested in our offer. We're confident because that post went viral. We're confident because that email got so many percentage of open rate. We're confident because we sold out our launch. We're confident because we smashed another high cash month. Of course we're confident. But true confidence is when you can be confident in the person that you are. True confidence when you can hold personal power. Doesn't matter what's going on out there, because what's going on out there you can't actually control, but what you can control is what's going on in here. And these blocks, which are, I just like to call them stuckness. They're stuckness in your thoughts, they're stuckness in your beliefs, they're stuckness in your emotions, and this is all stuck in your unconscious mind, which then causes you to think the same thoughts over and over and over and over again, which then you believe is evidence, even though it's absolute bullshit. You believe it to be the truth. So then guess what? Your actions or inactions are coming from that place. But what if you could believe, what if you could have true, utter confidence in who you are, in here, mind, body and soul? Or what if you could have true confidence in that? What if you could feel worthy and deserving, not for all of this, but for this? How differently would you show up in your business? How differently would your results be? How differently would you act? Would you dress? Would you be consistent? The decisions that you'd make, the actions you would take, it would be so, so different. I know, because I remember how I used to think and feel, and it was until I've mastered the self, okay? And I'm not talking about marketing, I'm not talking about sales, I'm not talking about funnels, I'm talking about mastering self. Once you then can master that, that's then when you can obtain anything you want. And when I think about, when I really think about the success that I've been able to achieve, and when I talk to my successful friends and my other entrepreneur friends that have got to great levels in business, I always am trying to get to the bottom of this. And so I'll question them and I'll go, okay, but let's say they're telling me a block that's come up. And I'm like, this is what's fascinating. This is what more people need to understand, that you have a block, like you feel this feeling that you can't get to 8 figures, let's say, right? Just giving you an example of an entrepreneur friend. She had this block that she couldn't get to 8 figures. She'd got to this level, but she couldn't get to the 8 figures, right? This is the exact same block that when some of my clients come to me and they're like, right, I've got a block because I've had a high cash month, but I can't get to the next high cash month, or I can't sustain that, or I can't get to 6 figures, or I can't get past this plateau, or I can't even start my business. It's the same. You think it's different. You think, oh, well, when people reach this level of success, they don't have these thoughts and feelings and emotions, but they absolutely do. The difference is they have the tools to be able to shift through them. Do you not think that I don't get scared every time a new level comes up in my business, but it's a new opportunity for me to kind of get that mirror and look back at me and go, right, what does that version of Natasha look like, feel like, act like? And where am I right now? How am I thinking and feeling and showing up differently to this version of Natasha? And then I bridge that gap energetically. And this is what I teach in Conscious Coach in the ACI method, which is awareness, clearance, and then identity. These are my method that I created enable for you to be able to shift what is going on up here. Because once you are able to shift what's going on up here, this changes. And people get it in their heads thinking, I'll change this and this will change. I just need to make more money. I just need to sell more spots. I just need to grow my audience. I just need to fill in the blank. And then I will feel like this. But it's all conditional. It's all circumstantial. Oh, okay, so you're going to feel happy. You're going to feel confident. You're going to have that unshakable, badass version of yourself once you've got 10K in the account. Then what happens? They get the 10K in their account and then they say to me, still don't feel that way. Of course you don't. So the best place to start is the inner mastery. So we do the awareness of what's going on right now. Where's your limiting beliefs? Like, what are you thinking and feeling right now? Bring that to our coaching call. Bring that to the call so we can clear that. And then once we've done the awareness stage, we go deep. Okay, we go absolutely deep. And I really want you to understand this, that whoever's telling you that growth is really easy and fluffy, and I don't know what growth they've done, because growth is deep. Growth is going to challenge you, but what doesn't challenge you doesn't change you. Thank you, Pocket Rocket, what's her name? Oh my goodness, her name has literally just gone from my head. Forgotten her. Anyway, she's a personal trainer. She always says this, and it conditions my mind. What doesn't challenge you doesn't change you. And this morning, I'll give you an example. This morning I went for physio, as I've damaged my hip and I haven't been able to train for 3 weeks. So I had my physio appointment and it was painful, like painful. And I would say I've got a pretty high threshold when it comes to pain. And I was like, ugh. And he was trying to make jokes saying, oh, you're not hungry, you've not had breakfast. I thought, no time for joking. I'm about to eat my fist right now. It's that painful. And why do I go through it? Why do I sit there and go through the pain, and he's strapped me up and he's massaging exactly where the pain is? Why is he making me, when I'm telling him that's really painful, and he's making me do it more, right? Why do I do it? Why do we do this to ourselves? Why? Because enable for me to heal and for me to be able to expand and grow, I need to go through this. And it really got me thinking, coming back from the physio appointment. I was like, wow, this is exactly like when it comes to my girls that come and work with me in Conscious Coach. Like, this isn't going to be a fluffy ride. I don't want you to finish the 6 weeks and be like, that was really easy. That's never happened in the 3 rounds I've done this, right? I want you to be like, wow. That's why it's transformational, because people, I challenge you. I challenge you to go deep, because once we go deep, we can clear the shite that's down there. And then once we clear that, once then it's cleared, that's then when you can think and feel very differently, which then gets you very different results because you're acting very differently. Don't forget, when you're thinking the same things and you're feeling the same emotions, it becomes your comfort blanket. It's like what you go back to. It's like when people stay in unhappy relationships. It's like when people get very comfortable with struggling. It's when people get very comfortable in the situation, the day-to-day of being unhappy, even though they're unhappy, because it's comfort, okay? So I want to take you out of your comfort zone. I don't want you to be in comfort. I want to stretch you. I want to expand you. I want us to go deep together, okay? So in Conscious Coach, which is so excited, starting tomorrow, in Conscious Coach, in those 6 weeks, the reason why it is so transformational is because we're going to do, there's not like that saying, isn't it, when you go deep and you go wide. That's exactly what we're going to do in Conscious Coach. This isn't about surface level, like, oh, I'm just going to teach you this and I'm just going to teach you this. Like, no, we're going deep. We are going deep to be able to transform you. And the modality I use is RRT, Rapid Resolution Therapy, and it's a game changer. There's a reason it's called Rapid. And what I loved about this, and what I really wanted to incorporate this into Conscious Coach, was, firstly, it's my only program, my only group program where it's just about you. There's no strategy in it. This is how potent it is, because I just want to solely work on you. You're my focus. Not funnels, not marketing, not any of this. I just want to focus on you, what's going on in your mind, your heart and your soul. I want you to connect in. I want you to lean in and be so madly in love with yourself again. I want you to have that unwavering confidence in yourself. So when someone asks you your pricing, you can show up. You can show up consistently on social media. You can speak your truth. Like, this is testament to who I am. I don't give a flute who watches me now. I just speak what's on my heart, what's my soul. I don't have a script that I speak of. I'm just like, oh, I feel called to say this. If I'm having a reflection on something, I'm like, oh, I want to share this with my audience, because I know the power of mastering self and how it will absolutely change the game for everything you do in your business. And everyone I speak to, and this is what I mentioned before about that are really successful, easy for me to say, I always say to them, what would you solely put it down to? Like, what's the non-negotiable thing? And every single one of them is their beliefs. So when I talk to my friends and I'm like, why do you think you've got to this level, whatever it may be? And they're like, because I believe that I can. I believe I can go ahead of that. I believe that money always supports me. I believe that I'm called to do this. I believed I was put on this earth to do this. I believe that I can always achieve anything, get through anything. Like, it's beliefs. It's conditioning yourself to have a new belief system. Because if you always think the thoughts you've always had, you're always going to get the same results. So what we need to do is, in order for you to activate that next level, so you're not feeling stuck, you're actually being able to activate joy and energy and logic and solution-based thinking. You're able to have it in touch with your intuition and be able to be guided and energetically feel freaking amazing about your business. So you don't ever take a penny in your business because you feel you have to. Like, whoever wants to sign a client because they feel they have to, because, oh, it will help the bottom line, or I'll make X amount of money this month. No, you want to make sure that you're making decisions in your business that feel freaking good. You don't want to make decisions that take your power away. You want to make decisions that give you power, that gives you energy, that makes you feel freaking good. You're excited to work with these ideal clients. This isn't like, I've got to work with blah, blah. You're like, oh my goodness, I get to work with these types of souls. That's what you want to feel in your business. And it all comes from you mastering self. So this is my invite to you to slide into my DMs with the word coach. I will give you the details for Conscious Coach. We start tomorrow. And I want you to come on the most epic transformational journey of your life. And I do not say that lightly. So if you are listening to this, watching this, and you feel called and you're like, it's time. I've done the strategy. I am solely wanting to work on myself to master this, to really transform from the inside out. Then send me the word coach in my DM and I'll send you the details. Mwah. You can freaking do this.